Yes.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Yeah.
Lived here 8 years.
Yes.
I have no doubt that we are in need of investments in our properties. What I am concerned about is the way that this came down. I'm not used to, I have no debt other than my mortgage. I'm not used to coming home and getting a bill for a substantial amount of money, just like that, telling me, I guess. This is what I insist, and I'm sure many of my distinguished neighbors here would agree, no doubt that we are in need of investment. But there was something, no anesthesia or anything, just, here it is.
Yeah.
Because I thought, man, this is not how I'm used to having my.
Yes.
And my concern is we need to keep improving our properties. My concern is that, to me, it was a short period of time, and it's not spread over. You're not given any time where you could probably handle it if it was spread over a period of time. And just to come with that amount within a month and say, even if you had investment in some cases, you can't go get the money from your investment in that amount of time that was given to get the money. And so that's a concern to me, is that there was no thought that some people possibly couldn't handle that amount in that amount of time. And no thought had went to, well, how can we ease the pain for doing the improvements? I don't disagree with the improvements. I think that we always have to maintain the property. But again, the timing and the amount of time given.
There's questions on the side also.
Very
May I
good.
say a word to that?
Okay.
I just wondered, just a word on that.
Stand up
Yeah.
and say your names, everybody,
Yes.
please.
One of the reasons for the amount, the suddenness of it, is that we need to do 2 roofs this fall. We get the fall rain. This is just threatening tonight, but if we don't act quickly on some of these infrastructure cases, we're going to be paying tens of thousands of dollars in remediation, repair, and so forth and so on. That's one of the reasons for the amount and the due date. We really do need to build roofs quickly to the amount of 6 figures plus. At least, we've got 2 that need to get done right away. And that's some of the reasons why we need money right away.
There's also questions on the side.
Okay, yeah, why don't you guys go first?
Sure, she has laryngitis, so I'm going to.
Okay.
She promised she wouldn't
Okay.
embarrass me with this question, but she might know more. Go ahead. I don't have a big problem actually with this assessment. I'm trying to see it really positively. I'm seeing it as 5,000 because we just got in for another 1,000. That I paid more for my condo. I'm viewing it like that. And if this in fact covers all of the siding, all of the roofs, and all the boilers that we need repaired, then I think that's okay. I just spent 5,000 more for my condo to get everything fixed. But this business of special assessments not having any caps or any term for payment has to be corrected by us tonight. Show of hands.
Yes.
What are we showing hands?
For correcting that.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We need to instruct the board to amend the bylaws place a cap on special assessments. No more than 5,000 in 1 year?
Wow. Wow.
And not more than 2,000 payable within 60 days. Sure.
That's too much. Too much.
Too much.
So,
This is Marcia Thurman.
Marcia? Marcia? So let me address that.
Stand up, please.
Thank you. I've heard from the lawyer about this issue. If you all want us to change the bylaws, it requires 75% agreement of the homeowners. That's 75% of 270.
No problem.
Just so you know, there is
No problem.
No problem.
to do so, and this is within your rights as homeowners.
Thank you.
Part of the basis on which we operate.
Thank you.
So if you can manage to do that, then it may be possible to revise the way that this assessment is being charged. But let me also point out that it actually is problematic for various reasons having to do with what happens to money that's owed the HOA when someone declares bankruptcy, to have it be paid over time. This is just a legal matter having to do with how HOA assessments are interpreted by the courts. And so we would have to assess one-time fees of some size. They would have to be due on a date. I take your point that we could have given you more time. Why didn't?
Yes.
Good man.
The reason that we can't, because if we give you more time, we run out of time to replace 2 roofs this fall.
Not really.
Wow.
How do you know that? Are you
Yes.
expert?
Wow.
I am.
You're
You
expert.
know about this, and I'm
Cover that up and not have the damage. Sorry.
How expensive are
I'm the maintenance
these?
guy for
Because I
FAC right
remember
now.
when Becky Wilson was here, working on our roofs which were leaking constantly, there was no easy remedy of the kind you just suggested. Had there
Well, I
been
know
such,
they
let me
exist
finish,
because I've done
let
it
me
for 11
finish. If there had been an easy remedy, that remedy would have been applied. Why?
No.
Let's keep finish.
Yeah.
They're money. They're raping all of us. I just bought my place 2 years ago, and you guys are already raping me.
Yeah.
$5,000?
You know what? Stop the break.
That doesn't address the issue I just raised, which is the
Don't say
technical
rape.
matter.
Let him finish.
I don't think logic enters into what's happening here. That's, you're trying to make some kind of logical argument.
No, I thought I was trying to
Why-
appeal, he was appealing to a fact,
Why
an
wouldn't our
expert,
funds
and I was
be
asking
collected?
what the other expert told me, so. I mean, it's not logical,
There are
it's
many
about, what are the
experts.
facts, and
Well,
what
what
are
you
the facts
said
that are relevant.
was, why wouldn't they have done that if they had been able to?
They didn't, because it wasn't possible.
Well,
Cover the whole roof.
Jason.
Our legal
I'd like to
process
hear
is much more
what is,
simple.
how
Got questions on our side.
I'd like to
Yes,
hear the expert witness remedy.
please.
What's your answer for the remedy?
Well, how many roofers did you get to do quotes?
Well, we've had, we've had,
6 at least.
I can answer any question.
Horn Brothers.
Don't answer.
because he knows how many.
All of the major roofing companies in Boulder, we solicited bids for multiple times.
Flat
We
roof?
asked them each, in addition to outside experts that we didn't get bids from, what can we do to patch our kind of leaks? And we have some bad ones that aren't just where the hole is, but it's run through the building. And that's why you get leaks in multiple units, because these things find their way through the roof, which all of these things are way past their manufacturer date. If a patch was available, we would have gone that route, I assure you. We spoke about that for months, if not years.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard.
Hi, Dan Harris. Just quick question, what options did you look at, or is there any legally available method for the HOA to take out a loan from the bank and
Yeah, we
finance
looked
it?
into it.
Oh, you know what?
That was
Lynn,
one,
you wanna
that was,
speak for this?
well, that was gonna be the second part of the question, was insurance, but also, so you solicited a number of roofers, that's fine, but you were talking about the siding guy, and he changed his terms on you, like, midstream. Did you go find another siding guy? Did you ask anybody else?
Actually, no one else is offering us no interest loans for $550,000. No one else is doing it. No one else has the deep pockets, and their pockets are dwindling because other HOAs, seeing that they have cash to spend, have jumped on it, and that's why in the intervening time.
So can you answer the question about like bank loans or some other finance?
Can I speak to that one? I mean, I don't want to answer all the questions.
Answer the roof, and I can answer isn't the match. Okay, so on the loan, so the only collateral that we could consider is our farmer's water. Our farmer's water. That's the only, and this is the reason, nothing else, a bank will not look at anything else we have because all of us own it. We have to get every owner to sign off on giving the collateral over. The only thing we could do is the farmer's water, and we could get a loan against that. We have obtained a $70,000 line of credit. There are some fees associated with it, but it is in place because if we don't raise the funds for a roof that has a live leak, we may pull that to get this leak done before winter. Should I also deal with the roof question? I can just give some background. I think the roofing guy left. Do you want to hear some roof history, more technical or not?
No.
No. Okay.
Heard all the
You had your hand up for a long time.
Yeah, thank you. Peter Harry. Why don't we just raise the dues an average of $100 per month per unit, $300,000 a year? And that will take care of our problem over time, and also take care of our immediate needs. So there's no pain of an immediate $4,000 check. I think most people can work it out at $100 a month.
I think we calculated how much we'd have to raise it because there was one board member who wanted to take this approach. Does anyone remember what the number was? Because it wasn't $100.
$35 was Alan.
It was 100, I believe it was 100, to get the 1.14 million.
There was 180.
In time, it was gonna be $178 in addition to what you're currently paying.
How many would prefer that? Show of hands.
For how long?
Forever.
4-year period.
Forever.
Forever.
They're going back. They're going back.
Jason,
Actually, you can figure this out just by dividing 4,100 by 36. I mean,
It's not an onerous number.
so.
130, yeah.
Jason,
We have a long-term hand up here, Jason. She's had her hand up for a long time.
We have a question here.
This young lady, yeah, we do
Yes,
here too.
do the bylaws permit it? Of course they do.
No, that much. Where I live, they don't. They can only replace.
Oh, yes, our bylaws permit, yes, our bylaws do. Some, you're right that some HOAs actually limit how much you can assess. In fact, some HOAs require, I just heard, 66% of the owners to approve any assessment.
That's good.
But,
Right.
sure, but you didn't buy into one of those HOAs. I mean, look, I didn't make these rules. Yeah.
wait a minute, you,
Hi, Louise Banks from 3150 hours, number 206. My question is on the insurance. You pay, looks like in 2011, $67,893 in expenses for insurance. Why would that not cover the wind damage? I just am ready to pay for my house, so.
It's not wind.
Is insurance not covering it? I thought you said.
Well, let me tell you how bad it is with insurance. We just spent, how much was it, $70,000 to replace 2 water mains, which we thought were part of our infrastructure that our insurance company should cover. They have denied it flat. We have our lawyer we've hired a lawyer to go after the insurance company, and so far, we haven't even been able to successfully get that. And the word we get is that getting an insurance company to cover water leaks, given that any insurance company can come in here and discover that when we put these foam roofs in 25 years ago, we were supposed to re-coat them every 2 years. We didn't. That's the end of their liability. That's my suspicion. But that is a fact. That the roofs leak because we didn't maintain them as the manufacturer required. So I was hoping, we hoped. That's why we ran up the flagpole with the water leak, because that was $70,000 we damn sure wanted to get back. And they wouldn't even pay for that. So the odds that they're going to replace multiple roofs for $440,000 because they're now leaking